Like, comment, and subscribe.
Hey, it's Ashley and I'm back. Happy New Year. It's now 2025. This year flew by. It wasn't the best, but we made it through. And I documented every drama that I watched this year. And I wanted to share what my ratings were, a quick little review of what I liked or didn't like about it, and a quick little synopsis. So, starting off, the first drama that I watched this year was one of my favorites. I've watched it multiple times throughout this year, and that's Marry My Husband, which stars Park Min-young, Na In-woo, Lee Yi-kyung, and Song Ha-yoon. It streams on Amazon Prime Video, and it came out January 1st and ended February 20th. There's 16 episodes. It's a comedy, romance, drama, and fantasy, and I gave it a 9.5. I would have gave it a 10 because if there was a little bit more skinship, just a little bit more. It didn't have to be like over the top. Park Min-young usually gives more skinship with her co-stars, and it didn't happen this time. I don't know if it's because she had that scandal with her scumbag boyfriend. Like, we all haven't dated somebody who is a piece of shit, you know? But we know how judgmental people can be. But the synopsis for the show is Kang Ji-won's marriage to Park Min-hwan is strained due to his selfishness, unemployment, and a domineering mother. Ji-won is the family's sole breadwinner and does all the household chores. When she's diagnosed with terminal cancer, her world shatters further as she discovers her husband's affair with her close friend, Jung Soo-min. A confrontation leads to her tragic death at Min-won's hands. However, Ji-won wakes up 10 years in the past before she married Min-won, determined to change her fate. She plots to make Soo-min marry him instead. Meanwhile, Yoo Ji-hyuk, her colleague, secretly harbors feelings for Ji-won and conceals a hidden truth. This drama had me hooked. I read the webtoon and I really enjoyed the webtoon. I am on my channel currently reading the web novel, and it's getting really good on there as well. I'll post a little link if you want to check out all the chapters that I've read up to as far as the web novel. But yeah, I loved everything. There's a lot of twists and turns and stuff that I didn't expect with this, and highly recommend it. I did watch Perfect Marriage Revenge, but that was last year. It came out the end of last year, and I watched it before the new year started, so it's not on the list. But I also like that one too. I read the webtoon for that one as well, but it followed the webtoon perfectly, which I really liked. But it didn't have anything that caught me off guard or had me going, oh wow, I didn't expect that. But that one's still good too. But anyways, Marry My Husband is kicking off the list. The second one was Midnight Studio, and this one came out March 11th, and it was ended May 6th, and it's 16 episodes. It's a romance, drama, and fantasy, and I gave it a rating of 7.5. It stars Juwon, Kang Nara, Moon Nok, and Yo In-soo, and it's streaming only on Viki. So I enjoyed this drama after I got past the first several episodes. I did not like the main female lead. I felt like she was like taking advantage of her grandma, and I didn't like that. But later, as the story went on, I really started to like her. And I like the storyline, even though it's fantasy and it had a happy ending. But the story is, in a quiet, forgotten corner of the city lies a mysterious photo studio, one that caters exclusively to an unusual clientele, ghosts. Seo Ki-ju, the 7th generation owner, is bound by a family curse to run this spectral business. Armed with a special camera, Ki-ju fulfills the last desires of the departed, capturing their images and granting them peace to move on. But his family's legacy comes with a dark fate. None have lived beyond their 35th birthday. Ki-ju's life takes an unexpected turn when Han Bom, a passionate lawyer with an unyielding sense of justice, enters the picture. Recently fired from her position as a prosecutor for being too relentless in her pursuit of truth, Bom now struggles to make ends meet. In a twist of fate, she forms a partnership with Ki-ju, and together they bring justice for both the living and the dead. The studio is also home to 2 unique employees, assistant manager Jo, whose role is to attract ghostly customers, and Bak Nam-ju, a former cop who handles everyday chores. Together, this unlikely team navigates the delicate balance between the living and the dead, uncovering hidden truths and resolving unfinished business for their ethereal clients. So yeah, the story really got me, and I actually really enjoyed it. It's really good, and it's really heartwarming. And next, the fan favorite that everybody was talking about this year, Lovely Runner, which it came out April 8th and ran until May 28th, and there were 16 episodes. It's music, comedy, romance, and fantasy. I gave it a 7.5, and it stars Byung Woo-seo, Kim Hae-yoon, Song Jeon-hee, and Lee Seong-hyun, and it's streaming on Viki, TVing, and View. I gave it a low rating because at some points it just became a little too much, like, spoiler, like the back and forth with the time travel, and she was making stupid decisions, so that kind of knocked the rating down. But overall, I really did enjoy it. They had really good chemistry together, and I like seeing the fan edits where people were like spectating that they might actually be dating or whatever, but it's cute. But the storyline is, in the glitzy realm of stardom, Ryu Seon-jae shines as a top-tier celebrity, captivating the spotlight since his debut. Despite the facade of a perfect life, the demanding nature of the entertainment industry has left him utterly exhausted. Sol, an ardent admirer, holds an affectionate love for Ryu Seon-jae. A childhood accident derailed her dreams, yet the solace found in Ryu Seon-jae's music on the radio transformed her into an unwavering fan. The narrative takes a poignant turn when Sol, reeling from the breaking news of Ryu Seon-jae's tragic demise, experiences a miraculous twist of fate. Transported back 15 years into the past, she confronts Ryu Seon-jae in his 19th year high school self. Sol grapples with the formidable challenge of altering the trajectory of his future, driven by an unyielding determination to avert the impending tragedy. So, yes, it's really good. The soundtrack is amazing, and they're adorable. You know what, also, I didn't like the second lead. Like, I liked him, but I didn't like them, like, trying to force a triangle. I thought it was unnecessary with everything else that was going on in the story. And then next up is Wedding Impossible. And it came out February 26th. and ran until April 6th. And there's 12 episodes. It's a comedy romance drama. I did not give it a rating because I did not finish it. There's 2 dramas on here I didn't finish, and this was one of them. I found the story. I didn't find the story. I just found the male lead, pretty insufferable. And he's like a little too pushy. So the writers, they made him too much of an asshole for me to keep watching it. It's streaming on Viki and TVing. It's starring Jeon Jong Seo, Moon Sang Min, Kim Do Hwan, Bae Yoon Kyung. I thought there would be more of a storyline with his brother, like with her friend that she was supposed to be getting married. And there's like more, the story like took over where it was mostly the brother trying to sabotage, and that's what I didn't like. But the storyline is Ya A Jung, a struggling actress stuck playing extras, agrees to pose as her longtime friend Lee Do-han's wife to appease his chaebol family. While preparing for her role, Do-han's younger brother, Ji-han, determined to secure his brother as the LJ Group's heir, throws a wrench in the plan. Ji-han introduces Yeon Chae-won as Do-han's potential bride, sparking unexpected chaos. As secrets, ambitions, and fake relationships collide, A-jung finds herself at the center of a dramatic and unpredictable family saga. And it got me at first because I love a fake contract relationship. And I like that they were introducing more LGBTQIA plus characters, but they didn't give his brother, who was gay, enough of a storyline. And before they really, I think further into the story they started to, but by then I had already checked out. I'll probably do a video where I go back and watch dramas that I dropped and give them another try to see if I can finish them or not, but that one didn't do anything for me. Then next I watched Youth of May, which actually came out in 2021, but is my first time watching it. It came out May 3rd and it ended June 8th. And there's 12 episodes. It's a romance, youth, drama, melodrama, and I gave it a 9.5. It's streaming on Viki, Prime Video, and Kakao. And it stars Lee Do-hyun, Go Min-si, Lee Sang-hee, and Jung Se-rok. And the story is Hee-tae, a top student at Seoul National University College of Medicine, becomes a local hero in Gwangji. His best friend Kyung-soo, a pro-democracy activist, persuades him to open an illegal clinic for students in hiding from the government. After a factory worker is injured during a protest, Hee-tae agrees to a meeting with a potential marriage partner arranged by his father. In exchange to help transporting himself and the worker at the meeting, Hee-tae meets Myung-hee, a nurse struggling to afford her studies abroad. Despite their different backgrounds, they fall in love. In May 1980, amidst the Gwangji uprising, their fates intertwined. And it's sad because it really is a melodrama, and I bawled. I thought it was going to be a cute little show. I should have checked to see. It said it was a melodrama, and I should have read more into the synopsis, because it's based on real events of the Gwangji uprising that happened in the city of Gwangji, South Korea from May 18th to May 27th, 1980. So you can take that as you will. I'm not going to do any spoilers, but just know the ending will make you sad. And then the next one that I watched was My Man is Cupid. And it's streamed December 1st until January 20th. And it's 16 episodes. It's a mystery, romance, drama, fantasy. And I rated it a 7.5. It stars Jang Dong-yoon, Nana, and Park Ki-wong. And it's only streaming on Prime Video. And the story is Cheong Sang-hyuk, a charming fairy whose wings were burned 500 years ago, undergoes 27 metamorphoses to restore them. On his 28th attempt, he meets Oh Bak-ron, a veterinarian. Bak-ron is beautiful, but has a history of falling for men, only to experience near death and flee. Despite her unlucky love life, she longs to find her destined partner. So the synopsis is kind of worded weird, but Oh Bak-ron, every guy she dates, they end up in some kind of near-death experience, and they run. She's like gorgeous, and she always has guys asking her out, but after she attempted 3 times to date through her life, and she figured like she's like cursed and she's not meant to date at all, she puts dating like the furthest thing in her mind. She's not going to do it because she doesn't want to risk somebody's dying for her to experience it. And that's pretty much the premise. I thought it was cute, but it wasn't great, so I rated it a 7.5. It's kind of forgettable, but overall I still liked it. It's cute. Then the next one I watched was DNA Lover, and it came out August 17th and ran until October 6th. It's a comedy, romance, melodrama, and it has Chao Siwon, Jung En-soon, Lee Tae-hwan, and Jung Yoo-jin. I gave it a 7 for the rating, and the story is So-jin, a genetic researcher who loves DNA, decides to end her relationship with a playboy boyfriend and sets out to find a genetically compatible partner for a happy relationship. Who between the two that So-jin meets, obstetrician gynecologist Yeon Yu and firefighter Gang Hoon, will be the perfect match for her. A captivating story intertwined with genetics. This story portrays the struggles, love, and everyday lives of young friends. This show was over the top goofy, and at first I was like, this might be too much for me. I don't know if I can make it through it, but I pushed through. It wasn't the best. I think I mostly stayed because of Chao Siwon, even though every time he comes out with something, every time he opens his mouth, he always says something that makes me find him less and less attractive. But his face card's still good, so I still watch. But the show is good. Not great though. But if you do want to check it out, it's on Viki, TVing, and Wave. So you can watch it and see what you decide. I gave it a 7. I haven't said what other people rated the ones before, but this one got a 6.9, so I think everybody was like, it's not terrible, but it's all right. The next one I watched was Serendipity's Embrace, which came out July 22nd and ran until August 13th. It's 8 episodes. It's a comedy, romance, youth, and it's streaming on Viki and TVing. I don't even know that's how you pronounce that station, but Sounds good to me. And it stars Kim So-hyun, Chae Jong-hyuk, Yoon Ji-on, and Kim Da-sung. And the story is, in her final year of high school, Lee Hong-ju fell head over heels in love. But her first brush with love ended in heartbreak. Ever since, she has been deeply skeptical when it comes to everything love-related. A decade later, she became an animation producer when fate reunited her with Kang Hyo-jung, who had a crush on her in a cafe. He has returned to South Korea from the United States and is now a 29-year-old financial planner. They are both hit by a wave of emotions. Could a fresh chance at romance be in the cards, or has too much water passed under the bridge? I love this show until the male lead's mom showed up, and she hit every trope of the overbearing parent. I gave it a rating of 8, even though I think the mom was just a little too much, and I'm not a fan of storylines where the parents are like overbearing like that. But I pushed through, and I ended up enjoying it. Those parts permitted, like, we just act like those parts aren't there. So I feel like you would like it if you checked it out, and it's short, 8 episodes. I like how dramas are like 16, but now they're like, no, 12 is good, and I'm okay with that, because usually around 11 or 12, that's usually when they do like a fake, the unreasonable breakup. Like, why are you breaking them up for? No reason. Unnecessary. And then the next one, which was one of my favorites, it was Hit the Spot, which came out in 2022. It stars An Hee-yoon, Bae Joo-hee, Park Soon-ho, and Chow Kwang-rok, and it came out December 23rd, 2022, and ran until January 13th, 2023. This one's also only 8 episodes. It's a romance drama, and it's mature. I don't think I said it, but oh yeah, I did. Okay. Viki is the only place where it's streaming. This is the story was a warm, friendly, considerate person. Hugh Jae is surrounded by people who claim to know and love her. The problem for Hugh Jae is that she isn't really sure if she really understands herself. On the other hand, Mi Na is Hugh Jae's confident and energetic best friend and colleague at Playbooks, a supplier of books and related products centered around sex and romance. While an expert in how to achieve physical pleasure, her understanding falls short of romantic relationships. When they find themselves told to take over hosting a sex and romance advice podcast, the two feel more than a little lost. Having never experienced an orgasm or exploring her own sexuality beyond routine, lifeless intercourse with her boyfriend of 5 years, Hugh Jae isn't the most qualified person to be hosting a sex advice podcast. Trapped in a loveless routine of emotional detached, no strings attached casual sex, Min Na is hardly one to ask for advice on committed romantic relationships. With no one else is able to take over the program, though, they don't really have a choice. Suddenly thrust into a world she doesn't understand, Hugh Jae finds herself opening up to new ideas and starts to explore her own body and seek out new experiences. Fed up with cycling through men who only satisfy her body and nothing more, Min Na too desperately wants things to change. Pooling their lifetime of experiences and newfound knowledge, Min Na and Hugh Jae decide to make a major life change by opening a sex counseling service together, working to help others find personal satisfaction. Will these friends find the satisfaction they both crave? I loved everything about this show. It was great. Like, I loved the friendship between the two girls. I liked how open they were with expressing just how they felt in their relationships, in their lives. And it was nice just seeing them figure out and learn to love themselves and try new things out, and how they eventually they figured out and learned what they wanted, what they were seeking out to find. I'll just say that. Definitely check it out. It's only 8 episodes, and the episodes are only 35 minutes each. I haven't watched it again, but I do plan on doing it. Out of the ones that I've mentioned, I think Marry My Husband's the only one that I've watched multiple times. Not just because I did do videos, reactions on my channel for Marry My Husband, but because I just have it on in the background playing for, like, it's been like my comfort show this year or last year. The next one is The Tale of Rose, which ran from June 8th until June 22nd. There's 38 episodes. It's romance and life, and this one I also enjoyed, and I gave it a 10. And it stars Crystal Liu, Tong Dae Wei, and Wang Quan, and it streams on Viki, WeTV, MZTV, and Tencent Video. Born in a scholarly family, Hyung Yi Mei grew up carefully sheltered like a flower in a greenhouse. From a young age, she showed her talents in the arts and thrived after entering the workplace. From there, she meets Zhang Xiaodong, and they fall in love. However, due to fate, the two are ultimately separated by the pressures of life. After undergoing this tumultuous period of both work and heartbreak, Huang Yi-mei grows and slowly understands the path she wants to take in life. Deciding to further her education, she goes back to school. After graduating, she marries her college classmate, Fang Ji-wen. However, this marriage is unfortunately doomed to end as their careers led them down vastly different roads. Eventually, the two choose to divorce, as Huang Yi-mei starts her own business within the field of art curation. She meets her soulmate, Pu Ji-mang. However, Pu Ji-mang is terminally ill and only has a few months left to live. The red string of love between them is ultimately cut short by Death's Sith. Despite her grief and pain, Huang Yi-mei ultimately chooses to look forward to the future, living out her life to the fullest in most dazzling fashion. Yes, I loved going through her whole life journey, the ups and downs, like all of her 3 relationships that she had. Her marriage, wow, it had me stressed. Like, it really pissed me off. Her husband went from like super nice to a complete piece of shit, and if I could have beat him up, I wanted to beat him up so bad. Seeing her pour so much into her last relationship, even though they didn't have much time together, is really sweet. And I loved how they treated each other. And I liked how it ended with her choosing herself. It seems like after she found that, her soulmate, she decided she was just gonna love herself and just do whatever she wanted. I liked her as a character also because she was really confident, sassy, and she just did whatever she wanted. The people around her loved her, supported her, and let her grow as a person, and it was really lovely to see. Highly recommend. It is kind of long. It's 38 episodes. It did take me a while to get through, but I thoroughly enjoyed it. Another drama, this one I also didn't finish, but it's called Hello Monster, or Remember Me. Remember Me is the original Thai version. This one's the Korean one, and this one came out in June 2015 and ran until August 11th, 2015. It's 16 episodes. It's a thriller, mystery, psychological drama, and no rating since I didn't watch it, but it didn't finish it. But it has Seo In-guk, Jong Nara, Park Bo-gum, and Cha Won-young, and it streams on Viki and Apple TV. And this one was really good. I just wasn't in the right headspace to watch it, and so I just dropped it. And this one I do intend on going back to finish, because I really like Seo In-guk and Jong Nara. His drama last year I didn't finish either, Doom at Your Service, because I like him and Park Bo-young, but eventually. So you might want to watch it before me. Genius profiler Lee Hyung returns home to Korea after something from a case he's been sent triggers a memory he thought he'd lost forever. Unbeknownst to him, one of his team members, Detective Cha Ji-an, has been investigating him for some time. She is aware that his father was murdered and his brother disappeared under mysterious circumstances involving a criminal named Lee Jung-young, whom they both want found and incarcerated. Each seeks to unravel the other, unaware that they've been drawn into a dangerous game of cat and mouse by a master player, and that both truth and evil are closer and far more twisted than they think. Is that right? It sounds good, right? I just didn't finish it. All right. Okay. So speaking of Jong Nara, I did watch Sell Your Haunted House and finished it. It came out April 14th, 2021 and ran until June 9th, 2021, and 16 episodes. It's a thriller, mystery, comedy, fantasy, and it stars Jang Nara and Jung Young Hwa. Gia, a woman, has inherited an exorcist abilities from her mother, is the owner of Daebak Realty, a company that specializes in selling haunted houses. Gia looks perfect and is also brilliant. She does. She has good fashion. So does Tale of Rose, which I didn't mention. But her hot temper makes her fist fly before her words. One day, Gia encounters a con man named Inbom, who specializes in exorcism fraud. Late at night, when Daebak Realty operates, Inbom visits Gia to make an offer. He suggests that they team up to exclusively sell houses that are haunted by vengeful spirits and lingering ghosts. Can the two get along well and deal with house prices, ghosts, and their sorrowful stories? I really liked this. It had a lot of action. There was a love story, though I didn't find it completely necessary. I gave it an 8.5 because I really didn't want them to get together. I think there was chemistry there, but I just didn't like his character. He was cool. Like, he's hot, but I just didn't like him that much. I liked his friend more than him. But you can watch it on Viki, Kakao, and Prime Video. I think this show is the one that I rated the lowest out of all of them that I watched this year. It's a cute programmer. It came out in 2021. And it released September 10th, 2021 and ran until October 1st, 2021. There's 30 episodes. It's a business, comedy, romance, drama. And I rated it a 6. It has Jing Xiaolin, Ji Xiaodan, and Yi Da Quan. And it streams on WeTV, Tencent Video, Prime Video, and Viki. After falling in love with genius programmer Zhang Yi Chang, Liu Li enrolls into the school he once studied at and also took up the same major, computer programming, setting Ji Qingkyong as her role model in her heart. She achieves good grades in school. However, after graduation, she did not expect that Ji Ying Chong's company does not recruit female employees. Liu Li decides to disguise as a man and enter the company. However, she met difficulty both in dealing with Zhang Yi Chang's demands as well as hiding her identity. Finally, with her perseverance, she grabbed hold of an opportunity and managed to come to an agreement with Zhang Zhishong. The two would become a contract couple and stay together for 1 year. Slowly, Zhang Yi Chang finds himself falling for Liu Li. And I guess there's a memoir called No Programmer Can Be So Cute. I didn't know it was I should have figured it was from a memoir. I liked it for the most part, but I didn't like the secondary leads that they had. The main lead, his ex came back and she was annoying and unnecessary, and the male lead sister, she's a little too much for me. She's in love with his friend who ran the company with him, and she was like throwing herself at him and kind of harassing him to the point that I didn't think it was attractive. And at some point in the show, I didn't want them to get together. The male lead, he became kind of a bully, and I didn't like him at some point, and I thought the female lead was too forgiving, but she was my favorite out of everybody. But C-dramas are kind of hit or miss. This one I didn't like, but Tale of Rose I really enjoyed. This one you can watch it if you would like on WeTV. I think I said this before, but Tencent Video, Prime Video, and Viki. And then the next one I watched was No Gain, No Love, and it came out August 26th and ended October 1st. It was 12 episodes. It's a comedy romance drama, and it stars Shin Min-ah, Kim Yong-dae, Lee Sang-yi, and Han Ji-hyun. And if you want to check it out, it's streaming on Viki and TVing. Son Hye-young is the type of person who doesn't want to lose money under any circumstance. While growing up, she had to share her mother's love with others. She often found her partners in relationships below her breaking point even. She often found her partners in relationships below her break-even point. Now, Hye-young faces the possibility of missing out on a job promotion at her workplace. To avoid such a loss, she makes a plan for a fake wedding. She recruits Kim Ji-uk to be her fiancé. Ji-uk works part-time as a cashier at a convenience store. He is the type of person who can't ignore people in need and tries to do the right thing. He is smooth with every customer at the convenience store except for one. That person, Hye-young. When she suddenly asks him to become the fake groom at her wedding, he somehow accepts her offer. Overall, I thought it was just cute. I love Shin Min-ah. Kim Yong-dae, I really liked him in Shooting Stars. It was pretty formulaic. I did like the main characters. I did like her relationships with her friends, and the side story that it ended up becoming a spin-off, which I did end up watching and I'll be talking about next. For the rating, I gave it an 8.5. And then the spin-off of No Gain, No Love was Spice Up Our Love, and it released October 3rd. It's only 2 episodes. It's a comedy, romance, fantasy, and I gave it a 10 for the rating, and it's streaming on Prime and TVing, and it stars Lee Sang-yi and Han Ji-hyun. An unpredictable romance fantasy drama about a 19-plus web novel writer, Nam Joo-young, who possesses the female protagonist of her novel, Seo Hyun-seo, and develops a romantic relationship with the male protagonist of her romance novel, Kang Ha-jun. Ja-yoon possesses Seo Hyun-seo, but panics when she finds out that the perfect man, Kang Ha-jun, in the 19th web novel is not her muse, Yeo Hyun-jun, but Bak Jo-hyun of No Gain, No Love. So in the other drama that I said I watched, she had like a enemies to lovers relationship with him in that TV show. When she gets transported into her web novel, she thinks it's going to be about, she thinks the male lead is going to be her best friend that she's known forever, and it ends up being this guy that she hates. And it's that's basically the premise. Kang Ha-jun is the perfect male protagonist in the novel, written by Nam Ji-young. Hong Nan-jun is the president of Seo Yeon's company, GB Electric, in the novel. He seems cold-hearted but is endlessly affectionate to the woman he loves. He is the perfect chaebol man who meets Yeon Seon and learns of love. He presents exciting chemistry as he faces her sudden change overnight in their single-minded romance. It's only 2 episodes. It's really good. It's cute. It's over the top in a funny way. Not like in DNA Lover where it's kind of like cringe. This is like, it's over the top slapstick funny, and I really appreciated it. It was good enough, and I wanted there to be more, but the 2 episodes was good. Another show that I thoroughly enjoyed that it's getting a lot of mixed reactions is The Trunk, which released November 29th, and they released all 8 episodes. It's a mystery romance drama, and it stars Seo Hyun-jin and Gong Yoo, and is streaming on Netflix. NG works for a contract marriage provider in NM, arranging 1-year marriages for clients. After completing her 4th contract, she meets Jeon Won, a music producer, for her 5th. Jeon Won, still haunted by the pain of his past and missing his ex-wife, Seo Yeon, starts his 2nd marriage with NG. As they grow closer, a mysterious trunk is discovered in a lake, unraveling dark secrets behind the NM company. So, a lot of people did not like this drama for some reason. I thought it was amazing. People were saying like it was pretentious. Excuse me, I didn't see it that way. I thought it was it gave different aspects of types of love that people have, toxic and not toxic, and like healthy and unhealthy, and the different dynamics between people. I highly recommend it. You might not like it. It's more of personal, you see people's personal development. There's action in it, but it's nice just seeing characters grow and learn from their past and them healing from it. I just want to say though, after watching it, I'm shipping Seo Hyun-jin and Gong Yoo. Their chemistry is freaking off the charts, and them I will watch. Any like videos, fan edits people make, I watch them. I've been watching them. It just makes me giddy like a schoolgirl watching them interact with each other, because it's just so natural and electric, and I love it. And then the last show that I seen last year was Squid Games. People are also not feeling the Squid Games too. I can understand why they don't, but and it released December 26th, is 7 episodes. It's a action thriller mystery drama, and it's starring Lee Jung-jae, Lee Byung-hyun, Yem Si-won, Hong Na-ul, Wee Ha-jun, Jo Yori, Yang Dong-jun, Kang E-shim, Park Song-joon, Park Jong-young. Apologies for my pronunciation for names throughout this whole video. Song Ji-hyun, aka Player 456, has re-entered the Squid Games after winning at the conclusion of the previous game. Now armed with the knowledge of what the game is really about, he seeks to save the lives of other players and end the game once and for all. But those with good intentions may fall flat in the face of millions of won. He's an idiot, okay? Ji-hyun is an idiot. I can totally understand him wanting to end the games and what they're about, but his whole plan from the beginning, stupid. It was dumb. I had it rated lower. I had it rated at a 7.5, but I changed it to an 8.0 because it is still good. I like the introduction of all the new characters. I like how the front man put himself into the games and how he manipulated everything. I was just annoyed because I thought this was the last season and it was not, and that's why I originally rated it lower than what I did. After I found out the last season, hopefully season 3, the last season comes out this year, I was like, okay, I'll give it a pass because it took a while for the second season to come out, but I can understand why everybody's pissed. I also didn't know that a lot of the actors on here had been in a lot of assault charges, just kind of scary. Not talking about that. The acting was great. My favorite character is the pregnant girl, I can't remember her name, and the trans character. Those two are my favorite. Somebody was my favorite, but they're gone, so I'm not going to mention who it is in case you haven't seen it. Yes, that's it for all the dramas that I watched this year. I kind of like that I kept track of everything so I could do like a little year-end compilation of my thoughts and what I've seen. If you like the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll be back with, I'm not sure if my web novel will come out first or me doing my recap of The Trunk episode 3, but just keep an eye out and I will see you in the next video. Bye.